listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. I am Nicky Davis Jr., a licensed comedian, stand-up esthetician. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
With me is my boyfriend Sherpa, set decorator.
Hi, my name's Sherpa.
Sherpa Yokolano.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Although I think even being named Sherpa would be too much responsibility, because the only thing I would show people is the way out. Get it? Show them around like a Sherpa?
No.
Isn't that what Sherpa does?
A Sherpa carries your stuff around for you.
Oh, well, I'm not doing that.
Okay, that's what you do.
Is it Sherpa?
Yeah, he brought all of the stuff that's on set here and then set it up for me.
Oh my God, I did the thing
That's
that
a
I didn't.
Sherpa.
Wow, that's genius.
How have you not known what you are?
You got me to do the thing that I never wanted to do,
Mhm.
and you like put it under the guise of being a nice guy.
And I've told everybody who's ever watched this podcast
That I
about
do
it,
that.
you are the Sherpa.
All right, fine. I guess I have to do that. I'll be your jackass, the donkey that has all the stuff on it. Now you have something in your teeth.
I do?
Yeah,
I
you have a
feel
piece
it.
of right over here.
Can you get it?
No, you got it. All
Okay,
right.
cool.
Yeah, Nikki's been making her own protein bars, and they're pretty
Actually,
good.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second ones they were a little drier, but
Yeah.
I'm only saying that because you mentioned it
No,
and
no,
I
they
noticed
were.
it.
Yeah, you mentioned it and I noticed it.
but they're good, and that one was in your teeth.
It was probably also cherry from my drink.
hmm
Um,
I think as a Sherpa, I also have to point out when you mess up.
it's a modified Sherpa.
Yeah, modified Sherpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be just one thing these days.
That's true.
Yeah, I was on Task Sherpa for a while, and people hired me to carry things for them.
Yeah.
And then I was on, I think I was on Task Docent once before, and I just had to randomly go to a museum and just kind of
Task docent?
curate
Yeah.
it for an hour.
You
Yeah.
don't even know any
I don't know
artwork
it.
ever.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it was a docent job.
Oh my God.
All right, we're back.
Hi. We'll be right back, actually. Yeah.
What's today's show about, if I can ask you?
Today's show, okay, so last week we did part one, and I'm going to label it as such, even though it's been released, but it was part one on doing myofascial release for the jaw,
That's right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's what happened, guest. The person that came last week, I thought I had reversed you guys, and so I'm talking to the invisible guest that's not
Nope, there's
here.
nobody
Yeah.
even there.
Yeah, no, you can be
Yeah.
there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but so last week you thought it was me coming
Thought
in?
it was
Got
you. Had a whole
Okay.
presentation ready for you.
Okay.
And so we did that. But the good news is that we didn't really we got to more of like the theory stuff about it and not so much of like the actual, we did a mild little myofascial release.
Right. It was an intro.
It was an intro.
Mhm.
So this is going to be part two. We're going to be wrapping it up and we're going to do more of a little bit of massage, but also regular massage, but also intraoral, which is what I specialize in as well. I've been 25 years doing skincare and facial massage, and now the intraoral jaw massage. It's called the buckle massage, and so you
You have to take your belt off to get the massage
take up your
done.
buckle. Yeah. Sometimes I was gonna say something about swashbuckler, but I gave up.
That's good improv. That's good improv.
Yeah, we're learning
I
bad
see why
improv.
this is called sex, drugs, and
Skincare.
skincare now. This
That's
is getting
right.
hot in
Absolutely.
here.
Yes, very hot. Somebody's really high. But
Speaking of which, where's the vape?
oh, it's right over here.
Okay.
But I this one has I put canola oil in this one.
What?
It's not actually anything bad. It's just I like to.
I'll do it when in
Yeah.
a second. Okay.
What were you just saying? You were talking about
I was talking about a buckle massage.
the buckle massage. I've had that because you reminded me, because you've done it to me before, and it's helped with like my headaches and whatnot.
I'm laughing because we were having an argument yesterday, and
Mhm.
I think you were trying to not be upset or seem upset,
Mhm.
but I could see your jaw pulsating. And I was like, I'm going to be super surprised if you don't get some sort of a neck or a headache from this, because everything that anything we don't say, all the
Yeah.
frustration, it all ends up in the jaw.
Yes.
And do you notice that with men too? I notice it's more prominent. I feel like you get like that little throbbing, like like a flexing almost.
Okay, but I feel like when you see that in movies, it's really hot. Like when a guy
Right.
is upset and his jaw is like clenching and it's super sexy. And then
Mhm.
when I like notice it's happening to myself, it's not the same effect at all. But on men, you're just like, oh, fine.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you yell cut, that person is just abusive and angry and full of anxiety. It's just like, I don't even know if I was doing it.
You do it all the time.
Because that's interesting.
Yeah.
So,
Because
I
we
know
fight
that,
a lot.
What's that? Well, we do. And I was going to mention this earlier because you mentioned before we started, but like my eyes are a little bit, I was crying in the car a lot.
That's right.
earlier.
Yes.
And no, hey, it's fine. It's
This was the
cool.
one day you weren't crying in the car on the way here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Normally I cry on the car on the way here because basically my eyes get red from smoking a lot of weed.
Mhm.
And if I cry, it gets them all nice and white.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't cry enough today.
No.
But I do that, and that's how I get I can tell I get like yesterday I had a bit of a headache, and today the emotions came.
I had the opposite. I had the emotions, and now I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache.
Oh wow!
So I'm going to need your help a little.
So what you're
later.
saying is that you need the emotions in you, because as soon as you get rid of them, your body gets a headache from the withdrawal of the emotions.
You just gave me such a headache, even just trying to figure out what you just said.
This is just neuroscience. I'm a neuroscientist. I know. Yeah,
You're not a
I'm a
licensed one, though.
nuo. Was it nuo? Like when you're a neuroscientist.
Novice.
A novice.
Yeah,
that makes
yes.
thank you,
Yeah.
I'm a
guest.
novice scientist. So obviously, I have a clinic in Stanford.
You have a clinic?
I have a clinic,
Huh, I
yeah.
never saw it. We've been together for 12
Yeah.
years, never seen it.
and I'm good friends with Andy Huberman. Andrew Huberman. I know him. Yeah. Every morning I get up and I stare directly at the sun until I pass out, and then I get.
Do you know about this? Where he like wants you to like go up and get up in the
Mhm.
morning at like 6 a.m. and stare into the sun.
Yes, and I heard that maybe it wasn't Huberman, but I've heard other like gurus like this say they tell men to sun their balls because specifically it does something to increase like vitamin D and testosterone.
Oh my
wow.
god!
I think this is complete pseudoscience, but I just picture like Andrew Huberman and all these guys being like happy baby when they start their
Sunning
day.
their balls. Oh my god, that's terrifying. But you're
I-
gonna do it. I'm gonna make you.
I'm going to do it. I also think if people aren't getting behind this, they should. This is a great opportunity for toilet manufacturers to implement,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like solar panels or something like a nice tanning bed to come up.
Like a UV that sort of comes up into your balls the
Yeah.
first thing in the morning.
Yeah, and by doing this, I
Mhm.
think they would also satisfy women's needs in the sense of like women like men to be multitasking. you
Yeah.
know?
Well,
Women-
yeah, because you don't know how.
Exactly. So if we're sitting there and we're being very efficient, tanning our balls while we're going to the bathroom, and we might also pee while we're sitting down to tan our balls, and we would never. I'm telling you, everything would be just completely solved if we tanned our balls. So I think Andy Huberman is right.
Mr. Huberman.
Mr. Huberman. He's a PhD, right?
Yeah, Huberman. Yeah.
He's balanced.
Yeah, he's balanced.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
So today's about tangents.
Today's about tangents. Yeah, in case you're just tuning in. Don't forget to hit subscribe. There's no button where my finger is, but yeah, hit subscribe somewhere.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make us look like ballers.
Mhm.
You don't even have to watch the episodes.
You
We
don't have to like
care.
the
You don't have to
episode,
like
just
them
like it.
either. Just, you could pretend that you like it just by hitting the like button.
Yeah, all you got to do is just put it on there and then hire somebody to hit the refresh button every like 3 minutes.
Does that work?
Well, if you're believable, you know, you can't just keep hitting it. You have to be believable.
Oh, okay.
You know, you have to wait like 3 minutes so that like, oh, he watched 3 minutes of something else, and then you do it again.
I like when I edit my own stuff
Mhm.
and then I'm looking at like I've made a change in something, even like in the thumbnail, and it's like, oh, cool, I got a view.
It was you?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Like someone's watching. I haven't even released it yet.
Well, you know, yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice. You're just putting it through the universe.
Yeah, I'm getting the flow moving.
Exactly.
All right. Well, what do you say we bring out our guest?
I say it.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
By the way, this is episode 84. Did you know that?
Whoa, wow.
How many episodes are in 2 years? 104, right? So we're 20 away from 2 years of doing this once a week.
Wow, I like that. That's not bad.
And we've barely repeated any topics. We've done
Mhm.
some of the stuff that we're doing today, but like we try to approach it from different perspectives.
We've
Um,
said similar words like throughout the whole like podcast.
Well, they're all in English.
because
for most-
in English, so there's only so many words we could say that. So those are the same. The topics really aren't the same.
Not really.
The jokes are all the same.
The jokes are always
Yeah.
the same
Jokes
every
are all the
week.
same.
Every
When it works, don't break it. you
We
know?
don't even say anything different when we get home.
No, this is just, yeah, we just rehearsed the,
Yeah.
the script. We say the script all
Yeah,
the time.
This is our rehearsal for when we go back to their house.
We'll be fighting.
Yeah, we'll be fighting. All right, cool. All right,
I'm
so
excited.
I'm excited too. This guest, she's a fantastic comedian. She plays all over the place. I hate when people say that, but like,
But she does. She's
she's
very
everywhere,
popular. She's
right?
cool.
Yeah, she's all over the city. I'm a host too when I do shows, so it's like she plays clubs and colleges.
Yeah. I had somebody introduce me. They said, this guy plays plays colleges and campuses all over town. I'm like, oh my God, both? I go to the junior colleges too? Like,
Tammy always goes, she plays all over this club.
yeah. See, that's honest. I like that.
That's honest. Yeah. All right, so start clapping right now. Coming to the couch, Heidi Kurzejka. All right, how are you?
I'm good.
Well, nice to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you look cute. She just
Thank
took off
you.
her shoes.
We basically matched like we planned it, but we didn't.
I know, we're on the same vibe. I couldn't even remember if I asked you to wear anything like pajama-like.
You know what's funny? I think I said I was going to wear like pajamas or sweats. And then at the very end, you were like, but just remember, you're going to be on camera. And I was like, I feel like that means I should like look cute.
I want
So
you to
let's
look
do
cute
that.
so you can promote me.
If I just roll out of bed and I'm like, no.
I've had people do that where they show up and they're just wearing like gray sweats, but they're like the hottest person in the world. And they're like, I'm not putting that out.
But that's like a look too, where I feel like now everybody has like the natural makeup and the sweatpants. It's a very like intentional, I didn't try look.
Yes.
So don't let it fool you. They put in as much thought as like someone in a ball gown, I think.
Yeah, that's probably true. Like a
Because
Gen
I
Z.
also pull this, like I'll do that. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm going to the grocery store. I didn't try.
Oh, yeah. But you spent 2 hours picking out which sweat you were going to wear.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
I've never spent more than, I think, 2 minutes.
Doing what?
And then I think, yeah, it's true.
Do I have to say anymore?
No, I don't follow through on anything. Guys,
I don't follow through.
No.
He doesn't even finish.
no.
He hasn't come in 12 years.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah.
I thought it was funny.
No, it's very funny.
Okay.
But I didn't, I
Did
thought
I
it was
make
funny.
you blush a little bit?
I think I just turned red
Okay.
when I'm uncomfortable.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
That's called blushing.
No. Is
Yep.
it really?
It is.
I think I am, but I'm not hot or anything. I just feel awkward.
Don't put yourself down like that. But what were you going to say? Awkward hot person?
No, nothing. I was just going to say that I've never spent more than 2 minutes. I think looking in a mirror going, okay, and I'm done, you know? I don't put the effort.
Yeah, not usually.
Yeah, you're making this weird, Nikki.
I know. I'm sorry.
Men have it so easy. I was just talking to my boyfriend about like outfits. I'm like, men just have fucking small. Sorry, I don't know if we can cuss on this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Small, medium, or large,
Mhm.
and it almost never changes. Whereas women, you know, it's like if you're lifting weights, your sizes change. Like there's so much that goes into it. Men, I feel like they have a prototype and then they're set for life.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
what makes
annoying.
suits the best, because suits are just like, you look like you're, you know, like when women say I like a man in a suit, what they're saying is they like conformity.
That's
They like conformity, they like conformists.
In a
and
man, not
she
in
might
us,
be
so, yeah.
communist. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's our version of the
Yeah.
what's that show with the red ladies?
The red ladies?
Yeah, well, the ladies get pregnant.
Handmaid's Tale?
Handmaid's Tale, yeah.
The red ladies?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
I
kind
see.
of serving Handmaid's Tale today.
You know, you're our version of Handmaid's Tale.
No, I thought you were talking about Orange is the New Black. But then you said red. I was like thinking orange.
No, it's Purple Rain, actually. Purple Rain.
Oh, Prince.
Yeah.
Okay, that was full circle. Perfect.
Yeah, full circle. That's another The Ring. Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I noticed that with men's suits,
Mhm.
the more I pay attention to them, they sneak in a little bit of like a shoulder pad, you know, like an
Yeah.
angle here.
Yeah.
Then they do the angles that go across here.
Yeah.
It's very simple and basic, but it is very much like an outer corset.
Absolutely. And I feel like especially celebrities and when they have those like high end suits, they're now like snatching their waists,
Oh
which
my
is really
God.
interesting. Like Timothy Chalamet is basically wearing the same suit as Ellen DeGeneres. That's what it looks like usually. I'm like, this is the same wardrobe.
It's hot.
It's hot.
No, he looks like a 12-year-old
Absolutely.
child. Yeah, I don't even want to say boy. No, he's adorable, but he's just such an odd sex symbol.
Yeah, I was reading about there's this fascination. It's called like rat boy hot. Have you heard of this? Where it's like
No, please
a
don't.
look of boys that look like rats. And I feel mean saying it, but it's not just him.
Mm.
There's other actors like who's the guy from 27 Dresses? James Marsden.
Oh, I thought he looks like a cat, but okay, yeah.
There's this like specific face and it's like
Yeah.
rat boy
Yeah.
hot, and it's something that Gen Z apparently is really drawn to.
Oh, I'm going to be looking for that in every single
Yeah.
man that I see on television
Yeah.
now. The
It's
the
like-
gentle
people
rat
like-
boy.
Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
You know, and Chihuahuas look like rats. So I figure like that's like, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Rat boy hot. I never thought about that. First I thought you said rap boy hot.
No, not rat boy.
But rat boy hot makes more sense.
What animal would you be if you could name yourself?
A beaver or
Otter.
or a woodchuck.
I'm going with otter.
Otter?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a gay category of men. There's like bears,
Yes.
daddies.
Oh,
there are
yes.
otters.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What are otters?
They're kind of hairy and, you know.
They look good in the water.
They look
slick back.
Yeah, that's it.
Hair.
Yep.
Good at water sports.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the one.
Yep.
Carry their own nuts.
Oh, yeah. You're thinking of hamsters.
Oh, no. Don't otters like... Oh, maybe that's
Squirrels.
Squirrels?
I think those are I don't know that much about
Water
animals.
squirrels.
That'd be funny if like you know, otters just swimming carrying something. Just like, hey.
Just underground, you just see his little hand.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, otters are super like they're the ones that just are like slide out of the
Yeah,
ocean
yeah,
and they're
yeah,
like really
right?
weird looking.
Yeah.
That's a part of
sorry.
the gay culture of
Yeah.
like
I
what
think
you
it's-
want to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's the hairiness and like the, you know, the not super like cut,
Oh,
you know, svelte.
Smooth.
Got it.
Smooth bodied.
Okay.
Not the super smooth body. Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah. Oh, not the super smooth
No,
body.
because an otter is more like, more compact, little hairier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so interesting the animals that people like want to be and want to have sex like.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think women want to be even compared to animals really ever.
A
I
cat
don't.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe a cat.
Other than that,
Actually, I
can't
don't think
of
I even want to be compared to
No?
a cat. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
that
like
could-
a swan. A swan is cool.
I could see you as a swan, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Did you do ballet?
Yes. I used
Okay,
to.
well that shows. I don't know why, but
Oh,
it
thank
does, yeah. When I first asked you to be on the show, we were talking about your jaw. So tell me about what's
Yes.
going on in your jaw.
Yeah, so in my early to mid 20s, I just realized like the shape of my face was changing. And at night, I was grinding without knowing it, but I would wake up in the morning and have like chunks of my cheek missing because I was literally grinding so hard. And I started to, and I'm just like, oh, it's so strange, but I wasn't connecting the two. And then I just noticed like the strength of those muscles was changing the shape of my face.
Yeah.
I ended up getting Botox to like
Mhm.
shock them down. But it's so expensive and
Yeah.
it doesn't actually get to the root of the problem.
No.
And since then, I think I've found better sleeping techniques, overall stress reduction, things like that. But I'm still really interested to learn more how to relax those muscles, being that it's connected to so many things. As you were saying.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can relax them from the outside, and then I brought some gloves, and we can do a little bit of inner work if you're down to do that.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. Did I already mention the part about the frustration being locked in your jaw and like in Chinese medicine? And I've said it to a client earlier today, so I can't remember.
No, you haven't.
Okay,
said it.
yeah. So
You know what? What's up with the Chinese medicine and the jaw thing?
thank you for
Just-
asking.
I just popped into my head.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah, you're so intuitive.
Yeah.
Our jaw holds all of our frustration, and
Mhm.
anything we can't say, it ends up here. Anything
Mhm.
we don't say, anything we're like angry about. And in Chinese medicine, this area is a liver point, and they say that we store all of our anger in the liver. That's the organ where we keep the anger. So it's all connected. The other thing that's really cool about the jaw is that it's also connected to your what is it?
Your pelvic
pe-
floor,
Yeah,
isn't
pelvic
it?
floor,
I
thank you,
just
yeah.
heard this and
Yeah.
I'm like, I would also have, I don't know what it's called. There's a certain kind of yogi where they're allegedly can sense the energy in your body. And I had multiple people be like, something in the pelvic floor, something in the pelvic floor at the same time that I was having these jaw issues.
Yeah.
And then I just learned that they're connected.
If you do a Kegel or Kegel, however you pronounce it, and you touch Quagel.
It's Quagel. Unbelievable.
Bagel?
Bagel, yes. If you do a bagel,
Bagel? Krugel?
if you put your fingers here, if you just really listen with your fingers, you can feel like a little bit of a pulse as you pull.
I can hear it with my fingers.
That's so crazy.
Do you kind of feel it?
Yeah.
Like just, I say hear it because it's like you
Mhm.
have to really be sensitive to
I
it.
like it.
But the fascia is connected from your pelvic floor. I mean, it's connected everywhere, but like there is a direct connection from that to that.
What is fascia?
Fascia. Oh, we had a whole episode on that one, but it's like it's almost like pantyhose that go around your muscles. And so when the fascia is sort of like bunched up in certain places, or it's stuck down like adhesions, it'll make you have wrinkles, or it will like make you have like, muscle pain. And the fascia sort of has to it protects the muscle, but Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. What was I saying about fascia? Oh, because it's connected from here to here.
Okay.
I know that to say like if you're going to work out or whatever to help get more growth in your muscles, you stretch a lot. You can stretch the fascia around the muscles, so it creates a little more elasticity. So yeah, that is pretty fascinating.
It's pretty fascinating.
It's pretty fascinating. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice improv.
Thank you. Nobody else laughed but you, but that's fine.
That's okay. It was good improv.
Yeah.
I'm still laughing. Look at me.
You laughed? Alex, producer Alex laughed. Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I see the thumbs up now.
I was laughing internally.
You were?
It didn't come out.
Okay,
I was like focused on thinking about it all, still trying to feel my heartbeat and like my pelvic floor and my cheeks all at the same time.
It's
a lot
happening.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I get very sensitive, as a comedian. If I don't hear somebody doing something, reacting to me, I'm like immediately like,
I'm silently breaking wind over here.
You're silently breaking up with me right now.
Hey, silently.
Silently.
Hey, when the producer boos, that's a good thing.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. So TMJ is probably something you've been diagnosed with, right?
Yes. From a dentist saying that, yeah, TMJ, but not without offering any real solutions.
Yeah, there aren't a ton, especially from a dentist.
Yeah.
But it's a temporal mandibular joint disorder. So there's a joint that's like where your upper and lower jaw connect. And does your jaw click at all?
It can, it'll click if I feel that I'm hyperextending it. So if I,
like thunk.
Yeah, like a little out of place and then back in.
Okay, yeah. So then you have TMJ, and I think a lot of it's also from you sleeping and like gritting your teeth. Do you wear a night guard?
No, I tried and I could not sleep in it.
No.
It just I tried and people said get used to it, and I'm like, well, I can't go 3 weeks without sleep, so I'm gonna give up on this.
God. What, did it make you nauseous from just like having something in your?
Just being conscious of having it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Although I have tried to sleep with mouth tape, which I don't do all the time, but I feel that has helped with some of these problems.
I'm going to try that, by the way. I actually brought some scar tape. I wanted to, I'll probably just give you a little slice of it. And it has nothing to do with this, but it's good for wrinkles. But mouth tape, yeah. I'm all into the tapes lately.
Yeah. I'm into the tapes lately.
I'm into the tapes. Okay, so TMJ basically is pain and compromised movement of the jaw joint is the definition, and the surrounding muscles. So we want to muscles. Okay. Yes. Your TMJ, which is literally the TMJ, which is not the disorder but the joint, is the temporomandibular. I'm just bragging because I can say it.
I love it. Every time you say it, I'm like, woo.
Yeah, she's getting hot. It's supposed to act like a hinge, right? So you can picture it like a hinge, and it connects your jawbone to your skull. And so then obviously when there's any kind of like, bunched up whatever is going on in there, or you're gritting it too hard, it's going to cause you a lot of discomfort. Typical symptoms are like pain in the jaw, like you were saying, chewing. Do you have issues chewing? No.
I'll have issues chewing sometimes when I'll chew food and all of a sudden my jaw will feel like it's like burning almost.
I heard you mention
like
that
muscle,
before.
Almost like I fatigued a muscle and it's like you're burning. You're like, ow,
Yeah.
Ow. That's my ow.
This is ow.
Yeah, every time I work out to fatigue, I do jazz hands. So backwards.
And then I go, ow.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what the heck it is. Sometimes it'll just kind of tense up, but maybe I am clenching when I'm sleeping.
I think you're clenching pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I notice it. And I want to do more for him. He probably, of all the people I work on, has the tensest jaw.
Oh, wow.
And the thickest masseter. Yes, you're welcome. The masseter is the strongest muscle in the body, by the way. And that's this muscle down here, right around the jaw area, and which is where they were putting your Botox to like relax that masseter. Yeah. Were you talking like that?
I hope not. I certainly hope not.
Oh my God, I just got Botox. So clicking, popping. It sounds like a fun dance. Grating.
Popping, locking.
It can actually, popping, locking, ear issues, headaches.
Yes, definitely those. Yeah. Neck problems at times that I think are connected. Yeah.
Dizziness at all?
Not at random.
Teeth sensitivity. Not only does it can cause you teeth sensitivity.
It's tensivity.
That's right. Teeth sensitivity.
We practiced this all day.
Yeah.
Practice pun.
Yeah,
very
yeah.
fun.
Practice makes
He's like,
perfect.
I know.
Yeah, well, because you're talking about dentistry and plaque.
Yes.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Okay, yours actually
Good
made
improv.
sense. Mine didn't. Yeah, good improv. That's how you. Have you ever taken an improv class?
Yeah,
Okay.
groundlings. Love
Okay.
it.
Oh,
yeah.
perfect. So you know that like every
Mhm.
time somebody says something good and you're on stage, you go, "Good improv."
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
You're doing it.
Yeah. You're
yeah.
doing it. Oh, that was good for you.
And goodbye.
Yeah, and goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what? Wait, let me think for a second. That's my favorite one.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's on your feet though.
Yeah. You can't think of something when you're just like, okay, hold on a second. Just
Yeah,
give me a
guys,
minute.
give me a
Just
minute.
give me a
guys.
minute.
The
Second,
audience,
yeah.
do you mind?
Yeah.
And then-
Oh, that's funny.
yeah, it
All
works
right.
every
So
time.
if you think of any of those, feel free to throw them
Perfect.
in.
I'll use that.
Yeah,
I'll use
yeah,
that.
yeah. Use it at groundlings.
I feel like I would use it on myself though. Like if I said something, I'd be like, "That was awesome. Did we all catch that? Did we all hear
That's
that?"
perfect.
Yeah.
yeah. Let's give us a moment. I said something cool.
You break the sixth wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of dizziness,
Uh-huh.
what are we talking about?
Oh, I was gonna say that sometimes the TMJ can actually replicate tooth pain. So sometimes people will think like, oh my God, I have a bad tooth, but it's
Mhm.
just what they call referred pain. So it starts back here, but there's a nerve maybe connected somewhere else. And so that you think, oh my God, I have, I've had multiple clients do that. And they're like, go to the dentist over and over again. They're like, it's my tooth. They're like, no, it's your jaw.
Wow.
So there's so much going on in here.
Yeah.
And I think it's like your body giving you signs. Like, I mean, in so many different ways, it's telling you have a headache, you can't sleep. You've got ringing in your ears is another one.
Yeah, that's what I have ringing in my ears, and then
Mhm.
I had a tooth pain, and the dentist said, it's nothing. You're fine. Your tooth's fine. And then that was pretty much it. But sometimes it still bugs me. But I think it is referred from the, like
the jaw.
I talked to my jaw, and it basically the tooth was like, hey, listen, I got a referral from pain. The jaw gave me a referral. I said, see you. And so they just keep passing it on until I do something about
I'm
it.
going to refer you to somebody else, but yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. But I think it is a sign. Your brain's telling you something, or your tooth's coming in, something pain referred, where it's like, hey, so get this checked out. So maybe this will lead back to this.
Well, anytime we get a symptom, like you don't want to ignore it because your body is
Yeah.
communicating with you.
Yeah.
Right. So like, yeah. With the Botox, you were saying like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
With the Botox, it's like you're telling your body like, yeah, okay, I hear you, but like, just be quiet.
Yeah, I mean, I will. It's nice to have options where you get that instant result and quick fix, and then you're like, I'll do some research and try to really figure this out. But a lot of these, so for the massage, what's it called? The fascia.
The fascial massage.
Is that something that people are getting immediate relief, or you have to do it 10 times? Because some of this stuff, I'm like, I just don't see myself doing like a lot of things consistently.
Yeah.
Like life
She's
is
honest.
busy. I'm like, I already
Yeah.
go to the gym now. I got to massage. Like,
Yeah. You kind of have to take care of yourself.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or it's like what, $350 every
Yeah.
4 months or whatever.
Yeah.
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 Is that what it costs?
Yeah,
to do something like
it
that?
depends on how many units you do. I would have to look. I don't remember at this point, but a lot.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
lot,
lot.
yeah.
It's something you don't want to do all the time for sure.
No. Well, I guess if you did some, even just like, I know it sucks because it's like you always have to do something, and the older you get, trust me, the more things you're going to have to add into that little
Mhm.
routine.
Mhm.
But it's worth it though. Like, so that's why I'm going to show you some of the stuff that you can do on the outside. It also affects your bite. I was just reading my own notes up there. Sensitivity in the fingers, which is interesting because when I get stressed out, I know that I get tingling in my left hand.
Oh wow, I have. I think I have everything
You have all the
you've
symptoms
ever put up there. Yeah.
Fatigue. And then I was mentioning that the last podcast that we did with Cody Renee Cameron, we did the myofascial release. Which were just really basic moves. Basically, all we did was like you can take your fingers and like just put them like where they were like here, right?
Yeah, they're like right at the joint.
Right, and then very slowly, just allow. You don't even need oil or anything. Just allow so you're moving the fascia really slowly, and you're just sort of letting your fingers sort of travel up by themselves. Can you sort of feel it like if you're sort of intending for them to go up, but you're not like pushing it up, right? I'm going to take off my glasses for a second.
This feels
you-
like a Ouija board. It's
Yeah.
like you're just allowing it to move on its own.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned when we were on the phone, is this doing something like this similar to those, like I have that New Face tool. It has
Oh.
like the stimulators where you do it and it has the
Those two prongs.
the two thing. It's 2 prongs, or they look like 2 balls, and they have to be both touching, and it stimulates it, and you kind of go up. Is that
I suppose it could do that, but those are more geared towards the muscles.
Oh, okay.
Right. So they want to like, it's a certain current that like activates the muscles and like puts a current in there.
Got it.
But it might help with that. But if you were to take this and keep going, right, let's just say basically you're almost using like gravity to sort of lean into it and then go even all the way up into your hairline and then go, you could go past it. I can't because I've got this thing, but go all the way up here.
What happens when you run out of skull? Like, do you just keep doing it?
You never
Or do
run
you-
out
do
of
you-
skull.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like,
giant
you
head.
keep going like that, or do you like do this?
No,
or like,
then
how
you just
far do
massage your scalp, and that's another
Oh.
way you can do it because it's all
Okay.
connected,
That's
right?
Okay.
So that's the fascial part of it, the myofascial part.
Superfascial.
Superfascial.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I wanted to incorporate a couple things you could do also just to loosen up the muscles around your jaw.
Okay.
Right? Because a lot of times it's caused, like we were saying, by stress.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a really good one. And I'm not going to do it for as long as it takes to actually like reset your vagus nerve, which helps to like reset your parasympathetic nervous system.
Mm-hmm.
But you put one hand on this side, right?
Okay.
And then this, and then you just sort of pull slightly over, relax your other shoulder. And then for 30 seconds, which we're not going to do, you're going to look at the corner of the ceiling of the opposite direction, right? So you're looking up there, you're going to count to 30, just breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll pretend like we counted to 30 and
Like,
then let
so,
it go.
Like,
And what does the different focus do?
I'm not sure. It's something to do with your eyes.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a lot of things with like moving your eyes in certain directions that help your nervous system, even in like with trauma and things like
Oh,
that.
that's so great to
Right.
know.
So now you switch to the other side like you're doing. And did you feel it like when you let it go,
Yeah.
it just went like, "Wrrt"?
Wait, eyes this way or eyes this way?
You're pulling this way, you're looking the opposite
Yeah.
direction. And make sure you relax the
Mhm.
opposite shoulder.
It's so interesting. There's like certain computer programs where you like push a bunch of buttons at once or whatever, and it opens up a different mode or does something.
Uh-huh.
I swear that's like what the human body is. You just turn your head to the side, look somewhere else for a minute, and it like sends a chemical into your blood
Yeah.
that just relaxes you or resets you, or it's amazing.
Yeah. So then you can
Wow.
let it go. Take a breath. Right? I already feel like I don't want to do the podcast anymore. I'm like kind of too relaxed.
Yeah,
Like-
time to sleep now.
Yeah.
When you sigh, that's like another like reset.
Yes. Okay.
Or is
So
it-
when you do that often and other kinds of releases, when you sigh, swallow, or yawn,
Yawn. Yeah.
you know that you've released it. You can do that same one laying down and look towards that. You go like this with the hands behind the head and then look that direction and that direction. But this is
Okay.
more geared towards the neck muscles.
Great.
Right. So that's a really good one. The other one is you can do the like up into the scalp,
Okay.
and give yourself a light scalp massage. Put your thumb even like there's like little divots, right? So the first one you can find is like right next to your temporalis. It's like your
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah, right. So anytime you feel a divot in your bone, that's an acupressure point. It's like it's just a magical thing that nature put there, and you can just hold it there for a minute.
Is acupressure like AccuWeather?
I don't
do
know.
I'm just making conversation.
Yeah, that's good because I'm not going to. Right. So you can kind of feel that, and that will help to also release the muscles. Then there's one slightly above that. Let's see. I wonder if you could just use your hands. Or I saw one guy use his knuckles. Like you can kind of put it here. But just try to make sure that you're like relaxing your neck and shoulders. That's important because it's easy to like get scrunched up. Like when
I think
you're
I have
doing
to
this.
take my kimono off.
Okay,
honestly.
yeah,
It's
I'm
like
sure
it's
no one's
like,
gonna get mad. So she's disrobing in case you're listening and
mind
not
me.
watching. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
If you're listening and not watching, we're punching the sides of our heads in slow motion.
so just sort of push inwards towards that little
Like,
the little ridge on your bone right there next to your temple.
Yeah.
like
So
just
there's-
right underneath, like just like right like here.
Yeah, so there's the one in the middle, and then
Mhm.
there's one on top, and then there's kind of one on the bottom as well. And I forget the name of it. It's like S19 something. It's like an acupuncture point. But those points will also help to release the stuff that's connected to your jaw, because the temporalis muscle is connected, to your jaw.
Hip bone's
Yeah,
connected
yeah,
to your fascia
bone. Your fascia bone.
It felt like, I don't know, it felt like almost like a relief, like down here.
It is.
And then
I said that so loud. I'm like,
it is. Well, you were excited.
Yeah, I was.
You had to release yourself.
Yeah.
But my shoulders start burning when I do that.
Right,
So
because you need to
release it further
release
down.
make sure that when you're doing stuff like that, watch your neck and always check in with your neck and shoulders. I teach a class on facial massage, and that's like one of the things I have to mention like every 15 seconds is like check in with your neck and shoulders, because when your arms are up this for a long time, it's easy to get like
and it's all connected.
that. Yeah.
Because I have I'll sleep, it's my neck or my shoulders. I sleep a certain way because my shoulders hurt, which hurts my neck, and it's all connected up here, and it's all causing tension.
Yeah.
And then I'm in just a moody.
You're a mess.
I'm a moody son of my mother.
You were sweaty last night, by the way. I just wanted to tell you.
Oh yeah, I woke up and I was like, I'm like drenched in sweat.
We went kind of vegan, just off topic for a second.
What is kind of vegan?
Well, I mean, we
vegan.
are. I just hate saying that we're vegan. It's just so annoying. Like, are you vegan?
No.
Okay.
I say veg.
Veg?
We're vegs.
We're vegs. Oh, I gotta put my glasses on. My fake
But I respect
eyelashes
all
are-
dietary choices.
Yeah. We both have vaginas, so we're good. Yeah, that's what we talk about. All good.
So yeah, I just embarrassed to say vegan, but
wow, but you have your pepperoni pizza earrings on. This
I
is like
do.
false advertising.
That's true. There's vegan pizza.
She's
whatever.
a fraud. No.
Yeah, I know.
She's for sure low-key getting like the Botox, and she's just like fat. No.
Yeah, exactly. Snorting fentanyl.
Yeah, she's with big Botox.
Yeah, exactly. The big B.
The big B.
Okay, so let's do another one. So you can take your finger. I'm describing it for people who are listening, not watching. You can use your knuckles, I guess, and just do very gentle but slow right on your masseter. Can you sort of feel that?
Yeah.
And now, when you do it, now try and just open it a little bit. Right? Do you feel where it pushes out right there? Right where the upper and the lower, like, so put your fingers here, your knuckles here, and then open it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I know, I know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see, I need to work on your jaw a lot. But so just do like very gentle. You don't want to go crazy, and don't do anything that hurts. P.S. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
That's a great way to end every letter. P.S. I'm not a doctor.
Every letter, yeah.
Whatever you write somebody. P.S. I'm not a doctor. I look forward to start work on Monday. P.S.
I'm not a doctor. So you can feel though, and I wanted to point that out too, so that when we go inside, you can also know what you're aiming for, right? So we'll work on other parts of the inside of the mouth that connect, like the, like the whatever. There's all these cheek muscles that all connect right here at the buccinator, and then so
the buccinator, is that the official term?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It sounds like a pirate movie, doesn't it? Yeah.
Transformer, the buccinator.
That's perfect.
Arnold Schwarzenegger comes in for your facial because he's the buccinator.
He's the buccinator.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd do the voice.
Oh, thank you.
He does the spot on Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. You would think he's here right now.
I know. I
do it
thought
again.
He was. The buccinator.
Oh my god, I can't believe. Are you
good, right?
Austrian?
Yeah.
That's
my
good
mother was
improv,
an
too.
ostrich. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
For a
Yeah,
second, I thought it was Arnold.
You
I
did,
was like,
right?
whoa.
I said,
Mind blowing.
Arnold or Danny DeVito, one of the two. We're like twins. The movie Twins. We're both Danny DeVito, though. That's the only problem.
Oh yeah, I know. We should.
That's what we should do for Halloween.
Both be Danny
for
DeVito.
the Christmas party. Anyways, yeah, but that's not a
funny.
Christmas thing, but okay. All right, so let's move on to, and I'm bringing everybody some gloves.
Okay.
So you might just need one at a time, and then if you need another one, we'll pass.
By the way, I
them
would
out.
say that handing somebody gloves probably defeats the purpose of having them get gloves.
That's a good point.
People
I
should
didn't
get
touch
their
the
own
fingers.
gloves.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you're fine.
You're
I was
right,
just
though.
I was trying to do like a creepy Dr. Evil as I put the glove on, it just fully ripped it. So
that just goes to show they
I
don't
was
make
like-
gloves like they used to.
That's how she puts on a condom too, by the way. It just rips the
That
shit
would
out
be
of
so
it.
what's a condom? No,
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So let's see. We'll start up into the gum. Okay. So what I like to do is stick my
Hold on a second.
Put your
I did
glove
not
on.
expect to be wearing rubber
No.
gloves for this podcast. I asked her, I was like, is this going to turn into some weird shit? Like a skincare, like the cloak over?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
we're
at
going to
all.
frame it all very differently after it's been post. Yeah.
Did you bring your own rubber gloves? Yes,
I carry them with me everywhere.
Do you have your tiny glove on your hand? I know.
Yeah, I got it.
I brought the small ones.
That's okay. I'll just do it like this. Like my nails?
What's going on with it? Oh, you
I
can't
just-
get it
I'm on my
around
thumb.
your fingers. It does look like you have long monster nails.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're going to use your thumb right now. So,
Okay.
so you're going to use the opposite hand to the other. Like, if you're using your right hand, go to your left side.
If you're just listening and not watching, the right hand is on the opposite side of the left.
That's
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I don't know if people can see us.
Thank you.
Am I gonna look like the Joker when I'm done with this move? Like with my makeup? Is this gonna be like this?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'm ready for it.
But I'm only going to let you do it on one side. So you're
Okay.
just going to be like the Joker on one side and the.
Perfect.
Hey, there's a
the
razor
side
blade in
on
this
the
one.
other
Okay.
side.
Wait, can we make it this side?
You want to be that side? Okay.
So the
Because
off-camera
then we
side.
can do a reveal after.
Oh, that's
after.
right. Yeah. And she's like,
Two-Face.
yeah, Two-Face. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Aaron
All right,
Eckhart.
let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, so put it in here, and I'm going to have you stretch where the gum and the teeth kind of meet, and you
Okay.
probably have not had a stretch in there before. All right, so just kind of pull it out a little bit,
Oh, this feels weird already.
all right, and then you're going to go like around just a little bit, and just open it up, and you can breathe.
Oh, yeah, good.
But do you feel it like where your teeth and your
Oh.
like where your gums connect, like right in there, where it doesn't get stretched very often?
Behind the molars.
Let's see, it's like above your teeth, like right, like I can't go any farther, right? Like right there,
Yeah.
like where they put this when you get a shot from the
Yeah.
I was gonna say from the dermatologist. When you get a shot from the dentist, they stick it out there. Okay, so you're loosening that up, right? And then you can even just like slide it. You can use like your fingers to slide it around or move it around a little bit. If it feels too tight
Yeah.
or painful, don't do it.
I feel like my uncle pinching my cheek. You good kid. Good kid. That's why he was doing it. He was worried about my TMJ.
Yeah.
Hey, why'd your uncle have his thumb in your mouth?
Yeah.
Well, it was on the outside, but he also wanted me to. He used to make donuts.
That's a good question, Heidi.
He
One that needs to be
he
addressed.
was a baker.
I'm like,
Yeah. Not a he used to own a dry cleaner. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Okay, so now that you've gotten that open a little bit, all right. So now you're gonna go right where the upper and the lower can go where we found on the outside.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now go there and gently push into it, like you're trying to press into it, like, and you'll feel either like a bubble or like a little.
It's goldfish.
Yes, goldfish is
Uh-huh.
what I call it sometimes. If it like slips underneath your finger. And if you want, I can show you with my own glove in your mouth on the other side, just so you know. But it's right here.
I think I feel it.
How
Right.
long do you typically like squeeze that thing or whatever, like on the?
When I'm working on a client, I work for a full 10 minutes at the end of the treatment. So I've gotten everybody relaxed, everything's loosened, and then I go in and then I do the upper this way, and then I put my thumbs in for the lower and then move that way. But all of it's centralized in this area right here, which is like right in between. Like pull it. Let's see. It's like a pushing and a pulling. Well, first of all, can you grab your masseter? Like, yeah, okay. So you feel that, and then just like stretch it. Give it like a light stretch with your, you don't want to overdo it. So you're kind of feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I'm feeling it.
Well, you know where to feel it. You made
Yeah.
your eyes water.
I did.
I think so.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
not. Okay.
We just looked over and his like whole fist is in his mouth. We're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
whoa, it's not what we were trying to
It's
do.
working.
That was the last podcast.
No.
The last person that came here not only took all her clothes off and was wearing a bikini. Or
Wait, what?
Yeah, she was wearing she's wearing a bra and underwear, and I love her so much. She's so cool. And then she put her fist in her mouth at some point to show us that she was able to do that. So yeah, it's
Wow.
interesting that you mentioned
Well,
that.
it was about TMJ, and then she said she
Right.
opened her mouth and it clicked. So then she was like, "I don't think they believe me."
Right.
And so then we heard the click, and then we continued.
Yeah.
And yeah, science won.
Science won,
Wow.
as they always do.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. That's pretty much it. All right. So, and then you want to do the other side. That's a pretty basic, simple. If you want to, do you want another glove for that?
Sure.
I just grabbed a goldfish on that side.
You got a
Went
goldfish in
right
there.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have another
I
one?
find that the right side tends to be for most people the side that is the most tight for some reason. I don't know if it depends on like if you're right or left-handed.
See, I think this is more healthy, like than like somebody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a cigarette break." No, go outside and do a masseter massage.
Yeah.
that lasts about
But if
7
you ever had a
minutes.
cigarette, because it's not quite the same.
That's a good
That's
point.
True. Cigarettes are relaxing.
So don't forget to stretch it
Anxiety.
out of here. Right? Because you want this all loose. Another thing you can do too is drag your thumb along the cheek muscles here. Right? And you'll feel some little like spasms, little
Yeah.
bumpies.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because there's 5 muscles that all
Yeah.
stop right here. All right, so you're working this one, and then you say with the, if you want to do it that way with your thumb, and then open your jaw again. Find that little spot where it click, or like where between the upper and the lower. Relax your jaw, and then kind of push into it, almost like a slightly above where it feels like kind of bony. Right? Like for mine, it's like right here. And then, do you feel it?
Yeah, it's interesting how it's I don't need to talk with my thumb in my mouth.
Yeah.
It's interesting how it's much higher than I thought it was.
Oh, yeah.
Like I didn't realize how much the masseters move.
Well, the masseter's here, but the joint is here. Yeah, and then we want to release it. Yeah, I guess it goes. Yeah, it's like up here.
Like, because if I clench it, yeah, it's just, I guess it's not moving. It's just the flex of the muscle feels like the placement of it is different.
Yeah, stop flexing.
Yeah.
No, I just meant like because you're showing off. Yeah.
I'm like, that's really funny. If somebody, instead of like the gunshot, they're just like, check out this.
Nobody gets my jokes. It's fine. That's why
What
I
if
have him.
I got it. It was delayed.
Thank you.
If I were to dip my thumb in Molly and
Then he'd be super
how long would
chill.
I have to do that for?
Same relaxing properties.
Same relaxing
Yeah,
properties.
exactly.
And then the other thumb, grind up some Xanax. And mushrooms.
Mushrooms on the other side?
Yeah.
All right.
Mushrooms on the Other Side. It's a great band.
I love that show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then another one I wanted to do really fast, and then we'll wrap this one up. Is the sternocleidomastoid? It goes all the way to here. So it starts like right at your clavicle,
Okay.
right? So you got 2. You got one going this way, one going this way, right? So it starts at your clavicle. Turn your head. You'll feel that rope. Do you feel it?
Yes.
Okay. So now you can just like gently, just make little circles. If you have any oil, you can sort of just go up.
Angelina Jolie has one on display on Sunset and Holloway in West Hollywood in her new movie.
Uh-huh.
You can see her
You can see her sternocleidomastoid. It's sternocleidomastoid.
Oh my God.
I know.
Was that?
You
Yeah,
thought
it's-
he was
Close my
almost-
eyes for a second.
Yeah.
You know, it's so crazy that you're bringing these up because also assuming they're connected to the masseters,
Yeah.
I've noticed how strong these are on myself in photos. And I know it's like women will find so many creative ways to hate themselves, but
Yeah.
it's like you notice it when you're just like, why does my neck look like the Incredible Hulk?
Yours doesn't, but I know.
But
what
can
you're
we?
saying.
Can massaging it improve this?
Well, anytime you're stretching it, because the muscles shorten. The older we get, the shorter your muscles get, that's why I exist. And if you come to see me, I like to keep the muscles stretched, and so that like if these muscles are short, then you get like this, right?
Mhm.
Anytime you have short muscles, it's going to pull down, right? So I keep this, the levator and the whatever, the depressor, and we keep those up. And then sternocleidomastoid and the neck muscles, the hyoid muscles, not the hyoid muscles, the I forget what the name. I just started sweating.
The loyoid muscles?
No, the loid. Anyways, but yeah, so this muscle, if you want to keep that loose,
Right.
otherwise it's pulling that together, and it's creating more Angelina Jolie than you might want. Yeah, go look at that billboard on Sunset.
It's very pronounced, but also I feel like it's just she's showing strength in that one too.
I don't know. I don't like it. If I saw it, I'd be like, hell no.
Well, you don't know.
Is it really just it's just a picture of a neck?
It's a picture. No, it's a picture of her face
You
on
think
top
it
of
would
it.
be.
Oh.
And make sure you go all the way up to your behind your ear where it attaches. Yeah, no, it's a picture
that
of her
makes sense.
face, like with a super long neck, and then it's just like all you see is just a muscle from here to here.
Weird.
It is weird.
Hmm.
So so start here. You almost can like climb it like a rope with your fingers. You know what I mean? You can pull like across it. You want to start gentle anytime you're doing massage.
Mhm.
And then, and you can see where it attaches right up to here, basically, which is right behind your ear. I don't know if it directly attaches to the masseter, but they're all attached right
Mhm.
here. So if it's loose here, it's going to be looser here. If it's
Mhm.
loose here, it's going to be looser here. And if you're listening, not watching, I'm pointing to up above and below.
All connected.
All connected.
It's all
Yeah, it's
connected.
all connected. Just like your vagina and your
Top to bottom.
To the fascia bone.
The fascia
Yeah.
bone.
Well,
yeah.
I know that when I have
the-
like lower back pain, and I had no idea until you told me this, but my lower back pain is because I have tight hamstrings.
Yeah.
And because
Mhm.
my hamstrings aren't stretching and my lower back has to be the one stretching. And then
Because of what do you call it? What do I call it? What is it called?
tight hamstrings?
No. Well, yeah, the tight hamstrings,
What do you
but
mean?
you're I can't think of names right now.
Hip flexor.
No, not that one.
What the heck's it called?
I don't know. Edit this part out. But yeah.
No,
there's-
we don't have to. Let's keep it in. This is real.
This is real. What the heck's it called?
I knew what you're talking about because I just stretched it the other day.
I can't think of it.
It's okay.
What part are you?
It's like it goes in here from here to here.
Mhm.
It's really hard to access, even with massage. And
Starts
then
with an A?
we just look it up on the
well.
phone because it's going to drive me crazy.
Anterior something.
No, not that's a good guess though. That's a very good guess. You actually have like an education.
Yeah, I taught Pilates for a little while.
Did you?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you're gonna know.
Yeah, so but I never got into the face aspect. So now I'm like, this should
Oh,
be. It's
yeah.
really interesting to hear all this because it really, who knows how much body muscular things could be prevented if you're not carrying stress in these weird places and it's like trickle down.
Yes,
throughout
absolutely.
the whole body.
Yep,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Having a lot, it'll bother me.
Yeah,
Because I'm like sitting over here and it's like a lot
that's
of
the thing.
tightness.
Yeah, see, that's
Tightness.
it's this muscle
Yeah.
here,
Mhm.
right? So it connects right here, and
Mhm.
when you're driving, when he drives a lot,
Tension.
yeah, and then then you
I
have to
feel that too.
you have to open this up, right?
What's a good way to stretch that?
I can show you how I do it, like at night. Like I have to like
It sounds like ashwagandha, but it's not.
my.
It's not that either.
It's like, okay, so I have to like almost do like yoga, right?
Okay.
So that like, and I push this knee in and I push this arm up so you can feel the stretch that goes all the way up here.
Ooh.
You see what I'm talking about? So it would be like right in here.
Yeah, you feel on the opposite side. Oh no, you feel
No,
you
it's on
feel
the side of
other
the
side.
arm.
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Put your knee in just a little bit. Sometimes that helps me to feel it. And then lean into it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. And I have to do that when I'm sleeping sometimes because my legs will feel tight.
That's nice.
What is it called?
I
Oh my God.
don't remember.
I talk about it all the time. This is what happens when you smoke pot and do a podcast.
Yeah, we should really do one or the other.
I know.
Let's just book a podcast. Let's book a weed smoking studio. Wait, this is one. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Anyways, all right. So I'm just gonna have to give up on that one. I'm sorry. Sometimes you win some, you lose some.
You'll send it to me after.
I
so
will
know.
send it to
Okay,
you. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And everybody else who listens to the podcast, I will also send you that. So yeah. So look, our set looks hilarious. It's got a bunch of like used medical gloves.
Gloves.
If somebody walked in who didn't know what was going on, it'd just be like, what?
Yeah.
What happened in here?
Sex,
Put on-
drugs, and
And
proctology.
put- yeah, exactly.
What?
Put on a rubber glove.
It's good shit.
All right. Well, it was so nice to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
This is great.
Oh, this was so good, and thanks for coming, and thanks for dressing. And did you have a good time at least?
I did. Yeah, it was fun. I felt like I learned a lot.
Okay, good. That's fucking awesome. All right.
Super blast. Where can people find you on the
Oh, yeah.
socials?
Thank
Do you
you.
have
Yes, my Instagram is Heidi_Hides. The Hides is, or I guess I should spell the whole thing.
Yeah.
HEIDI_HIDEZ.
Okay.
Same for TikTok.
Okay, good. So
Yep.
you're on TikTok, Instagram.
YouTube would be, I'm going to have to spell Kurzejka.
Oh,
My first and last name, which will be spelled out on
It'll
It'll
the
be
podcast.
on the
yeah.
podcast. Yeah. What's on your YouTube channel? Just like clips.
Clips of stand-up, some like
Okay.
shorts that I've made, nothing too crazy.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I have a podcast. You should check it out.
I just really applaud people who are doing the in-person live stand-up and the online content. It's so much. I would love to
It's
do
a
more.
lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So, but yeah, I want to check out yours. And yeah, definitely check out Heidi and anything that I'm sure that you're working on, you'll tell everybody about. And that was it. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we guys, I'll see you guys next week.
that was a
Bye.
blast.